Hello, today we're going to talk about reading comprehension strategies. Right? For struggling readers means that you're struggling, que están luchando, because you need to struggle to get your goals. Como siempre se necesita luchar para alcanzar los objetivos. So this presentation is about what can we do to answer questions in, for example, Saber Pro exam. That's what we are doing. Right? So in today's presentation, we'll see what can we do before we read, during the reading, and after the reading in order to give the proper answers to the questions set in any text. And our goal today is to use this in the Saber Pro national exam in Colombia. Now, strategy number one deals with, se trata de before reading, antes de comenzar la lectura, antes de enfrentar el texto. The goal of the strategies used before reading is to activate prior knowledge. What does this mean? This means that we have to connect what we know about the topic when we start reading. For example, if you're reading about national security in Colombia. Ya ustedes saben mucho de eso. Entonces empiezan a pensar antes, what do you know about the topic? What you learn at the school about national security in Colombia? What you have been studying with the teachers in the classroom about national security? So when you start reading, cuando comienzan a leer, you have a prior experience, a previous experience about the topic that makes easier the comprehension. Eso hace más fácil la comprensión de la lectura. So we gotta take advantage of what we know. Tomemos ventaja. Let's take advantage of what we know in order to understand what is coming. Tomemos ventaja de lo que sabemos to understand what is coming, para enfrentar la lectura que viene. Okay, let's continue with activate prior knowledge. Knowledge es conocimiento. And we were saying that this is a relevant strategy when we are reading a text. Non-fiction text significa que es un texto de esos que nosotros leemos, muy académico. The goal, the objective, is to create a connection between what you know, the previous knowledge that you have about a certain topic, in order to connect it and make easier to understand what you're going to read. I told you. I gave you the example about national security. But on this slide, there's another example. It says, for instance, if you're reading a book about insects, you can activate your prior knowledge, puedes activar el conocimiento previo que tienes acerca de insects. So that makes easier to understand what you are reading, but in terms of vocabulary, not only vocabulary, also context, porque el contexto nos ayuda a entender, así no conozcamos la palabra. Okay, the next part is, well, one of the tips I would like to give you today is picture walk. It's a nice term, right? Caminando a través de los dibujos. Before reading anything, flip through, es vayan hojeando, vayan mirando de aquí para allá, así, pam, pam, through the text to look for any pictures or graphics. The pictures, the photographs, and the graphics help us to understand what we are reading. Entre más dibujos haya, es más fácil entender. For example, if you see that the picture has, if you see that the text have pictures of a city, so that will help you recognize what the reading is going to be about. The places will help you understand a little bit more where they are going to, what kind of questions you might to have to answer afterwards, etc. Las preguntas que te van a hacer, todo eso, a eso te ayuda los dibujos. The pictures can play an important role in the test, so this strategy will come in handy. Handy quiere decir que son muy, que están a la mano. Okay, we think that's silly, but it's a very useful advice. I tried this before and it really works. Okay, look at the pictures. Pictures help us. Sometimes we don't know the vocabulary, but if we see a photograph, we understand. Well, we might understand what the word is about. Okay, and then we try to memorize these pictures. Keep in mind, tenerlas ahí en mente, So when we start reading, it's gonna be a little bit easier. Lo va a hacer un poquito más fácil cuando. Okay. Make predictions is the next one. Before reading, make predictions about the test. This is a number one tip in terms of reading comprehension. Okay, I haven't found a better tip in order to answer. For example, fill in the gap, llenar los espacios. Esto funciona muchísimo. So you predict is, for example, the question is going to be a number, right? Or a noun, que es un nombre, es un sustantivo. So make predictions. Make predictions during the test. Make predictions during the questions. Some people prefer to read and then they go to the questions, but some other people rather, en vez de esto, van a las preguntas, they go to the questions and they start predicting what kind of things they are going to encounter during the reading. So whatever strategy you prefer. The thing is, we gotta practice before. A lot of practice. There's no secret here. The only thing we have to do is to practice a lot. So when we face the real test, it's gonna be kind of easier. Read the title of the passage and ask yourself what you think might happen in the test. Prediction, guessing, adivinar, ¿qué viene después? That helps a lot. All right. Strategies to be used during reading. So we were talking about pre-reading, before the reading. Now, during the reading, what we do. It is crucial for students to use reading comprehension strategies during reading. Okay, because these strategies guide the students, guide us as they read and make sure they understand the test. They will need to actively think about what they are doing as they read. What we are doing, what are we reading? What is the topic? Where might the reading going to? ¿Hacia dónde va la lectura? ¿Qué estoy leyendo? No leer palabras por leer. So we gotta be conscious about reading. So we have to be reading conscious. What the topic is, where might go, if I understand it, if I have a previous experience or not, everything helps. Otherwise, de otra forma, we get lost. Nos perdemos muy fácilmente because we are not concentrated. We are not focused on what we are reading, and we are not thinking about the reading. That's it. We have to be thinking about the reading every single second of the reading as we go through the test, right? Well, this part is very nice because we have to use our imagination. I know all the students like using their imagination a lot. Okay, it's not that you are going to make up stories, it's not that you're inventing stories, but we use our imagination to understand things. That will help us, okay? No es que vayamos a inventar cosas, pero sí usamos nuestra imaginación para predecir lo que viene. As you read the text, picture what the author is describing. Imagine what the author is describing. Have a mental picture, una fotografía mental. ¿Qué está sucediendo ahí? Mientras lee, imagina. As you read, use your imagination. As you read, step by step, use your imagination. Picture, it's like a movie, okay? You start reading. I'm reading about, for example, Love in Times of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So I imagine what is happening first with the doctor when he has that final fall that sent him to the hospital. Me imagino cómo él estaba subiendo a cuidar el pajarito cuando se dio la última caída de su vida. Okay, I start imagining when he had his romantic days with the lady he loved, con las citas románticas que tenía un parquecito. So I picture, tengo que hacer fotografías mentales of the park, the trees, the bench, and that helped me to understand more because sensibilizes me. Okay, me sensibiliza la mente para entender lo que está pasando ahí, and that makes it easier. So create mental pictures is simple. Imagine what is happening. It's like when you have a camera in your brain in your eyes. What you imagine right in front, project it on the screen. That's the wall, and that's what is happening. So as you read, proyectas una imagen mental como en una pared en blanco, and you imagine what is happening. So what happens at the end of the day? ¿Qué pasa al final? That you don't need to know the whole dictionary. No tienes que tragarte un diccionario para entender todo, because we use our imagination. Again, the same point. Making connections, okay? Making connections is connecting what we know from personal experience, what we know from the school, what we know from the kindergarten, what we know from our family life, what we know because we've been reading this before, what we know from the classes, etc., etc. That's the previous knowledge we have for universal things, and then we have to use it here. So let's connect it, conectar siempre lo que sabemos con el tema de la lectura. Okay. So, but this it's important to know this. Okay, it's a test. They are testing our English. They are not examining what we know about a certain topic. Pero recuerden siempre, es bueno saber sobre conectar lo que uno ya sabe con el tema de la lectura. But they are not examining our knowledge, no están examinando nuestro conocimiento, knowledge, of a given topic, de un tema dado, no. They are testing, están examinando our English. So remember, it's good to have a connection between what we know and the topic, but don't allow this interfere with the exam goals of questions. Pero no hay que dejar que esto interfiera con la forma como vamos a responder las preguntas. One thing is what we know, another thing is that what they are asking. And what they are asking and the answers they are looking for are based on reading. Y lo que están preguntando ellos, que van a preguntar, van a estar basados en la lectura y no en lo que uno sabe. Pero es bueno tener una conexión porque ayuda a entender. But it's good to have a previous knowledge, a prior knowledge of everything, of any given topic, because that will help us to understand. So there's a secret here. Secret number one is let's read and read and read a lot, okay? Siempre que tengamos tiempo, leamos, leamos, leamos. Not only of our area of expertise, no solamente eso. Let's read about anything. Leamos de todo. Mark the test. If you're able to mark the test as you read, highlight, underline, or write in the margins important details as you read. That's the tip I give you. Use a pencil. You have a pencil and a piece of paper, okay? So use that piece of paper and a pencil. Sometimes, algunas veces te dan el lápiz y el pedazo de papel para que puedas hacer notas. So you scratch that paper, okay? They won't need the original copy. They only will ask you for the answer sheet. So what you have to hand in, lo que tiene que entregar es la hoja de respuestas. But on the rest, the articles you can highlight, underline, escriban a los lados. Because that will help you, okay? That will help you to understand. Y eso los ayuda a encontrar respuestas más fáciles. Remember that the structure of any paragraph is the same. La estructura de cualquier párrafo es lo mismo. You find a main idea, right, at the beginning of the paragraph, and then the rest are supporting ideas. Uno encuentra la idea principal al comienzo y lo demás son ideas que apoyan, ideas que nos dan que nos explican, okay? They are explanatory ideas of the rest, they are supporting ideas que apoyan a la idea principal. It's like when you talk, como cuando nosotros estamos hablando, what you do, basically. You state what you want to say, uno dice lo que va a decir, and the rest are ideas, examples, definitions, and details to support the main idea. The same is a paragraph. Es lo mismo que cuando uno habla, uno dice lo que va a decir y después lo demás que viene es ejemplificar y dar ideas para reforzar la explicación, la idea principal. Okay? And this note will help you to keep track of what you're reading and will help you to remember important details. Y te van a ayudar a recordar detallitos. And they will help you to find the answer when you need to look for it. Te ayuda a encontrar la respuesta más fácilmente. And the next and very important point, in my opinion, is put it in your own words. It's like our life. Okay? The simpler, the better. Entre más sencillo, mejor. De ponerlo en nuestras propias palabras. Okay? So that's a way to really absorb the knowledge, absorber el conocimiento. After reading a section on the textbook, what the author is saying is in your own words. I mean, if we are able to put it in our own words, that means that we are understanding the meaning Si somos capaces de ponerlo ya en nuestras propias palabras, quiere decir que sí estamos entendiendo, right? And we make information clear for us. Y hacemos la información más clara para nosotros, right? Because if I can listen to or read something, and then it's like imagine you are telling what you just heard or watched or read to another person. Se lo está diciendo a otra persona. So you're telling that person what you heard or what you listen or what you work, what you read, using your own words. What does that mean? That you understood. ¿Qué significa? Le estás contando a alguien, ¿cierto? Ponlo así. Algo en tus propias palabras. Quiere decir que entendiste lo que leíste, lo que viste, lo que escuchaste. If you cannot put it in your own words, effectively go back and reread. If we cannot put it in our own words, if we cannot summarize the most important points, si no podemos hacer un resumen de los puntos más importantes, quiere decir que estamos algo perdidos y nos toca releer. But in exams is pretty hard. En exámenes es mejor. Remember, I told you to be concentrated. Okay, we have to be concentrated. We have to be imagining what is happening. We have to put that picture in our brain. Mejor pongamos la cabeza en el tema desde el comienzo y así no nos perdemos. Okay. Reflect. Once you finish the test, reflect on what you read. Ask yourself questions such as, did I understand what I just read? No, uno termina y dice, ¿entendí lo que leí? Do I need more information? ¿Necesito más información? What is happening? What confused me? ¿Qué me confundió? Okay, these type of questions are very helpful, right? To really know if we are keeping track of the test or not, para saber si realmente vamos en la vía que es para entender el texto o no. Right? Well, you can do that with a common book that you're reading, a test, you need to prepare a class or something. But in the exam, again, the exam is different. On the exam, we better concentrate, we better focus from the very beginning, and because that will help us to save time. Okay? Eso lo podemos hacer en la vida diaria, pero en los exámenes no, porque nos perdemos y ahí necesitamos el tiempo también, es importante. Ask questions, clarify misconceptions. Once you finish reading, ask yourself questions about what you read. Pregúntate cosas acerca de lo que leíste, no para el examen, pero sí para la vida diaria, ¿no? Con un texto normal que estemos leyendo fuera del contexto del examen. What was the main point of the test? Ah, well, how did that, ¿cuál era el tema principal? How did that align with what I already knew? What is the connection between the reading, okay, my prior knowledge of any given topic? ¿Cuál es la conexión que hay entre la lectura y la experiencia que yo tengo de un determinado tema? What did I learn? ¿Qué aprendí? Anything we read is good. Because whether we agree or not, estemos de acuerdo o no con el tema, with the topic, anything we read is good because enhance, ¿por qué? Enhance, alarga, agranda, enlarge our knowledge of many things. This is also a great time to clarify misconceptions that were identified during the before stage of the reading. Using reading comprehension strategies. Okay? Let's see. That's the first slide. References.